we go. There.
Oh. Sorry.
Got that job, right?
New responsibility.
Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out to the town board meeting on this cold night. I will get there. Madam Town Clerk, can I have a roll call?
Mr. Cook,
Here.
Ms. Smith. Here. Mr. Williams.
Here. Can I get a motion on the reports?
I'll make a motion that the town board approve the reports of the code compliance officer, October 2022, code enforcement, September and October 2022, the door control officer, October 2022, the ECI, October 2022. I'll make a motion the town board approve those, so moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Can I get a motion on the supervisor's report?
I'll make a motion that the town board approve the supervisor's report for the month of September 2022. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion on the minutes.
I'll make a motion that the town board approve the bid opening for the winter sidewalk maintenance snow removal dated October 18th, 2022. Bid opening for the sewer and water district snow removal dated October 18th, 2022. Public hearing for the special district assessment roll October 12th, 2022. The public hearing for the 2023 preliminary budget dated October 26th, 2022. The town board minutes dated October 12th, 2022, and the town board minutes dated October 26th, 2022. Make a motion that town board approve all those minutes. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Would somebody like to approve abstract number 20, auditing the bills?
I'll make a motion to approve abstract number 20 dated October 28th, 2022 in the amount of $198,877.54. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And we have budget transfers.
First, we have budget transfer number 30, and this involves, it's necessary to reallocate funds to the environmental conservation inspector contractual account for additional mileage used in 2022. And that's moving $100 from environmental conservation inspector personnel services expense account to environmental conservation inspector contractual expense account, $100. So I'll make a motion, town board approve budget transfer request number 30. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And this is to account for his mileage.
Yes, I said. Next, we have budget request number 31, and that's the requested to allocate additional funds that are highway road improvement capital account for the increase of 2022 New York State DOT funds, in addition to reallocate the town funding to machinery equipment for a new truck. So we will be increasing the consolidated highway improvement program revenue account, $77,044. We'll be increasing the improvement capital outlay New York State account, $77,044. We'll be decreasing the improvement capital outlay town account, $77,044. And we'll be increasing the machinery equipment and capital outlay expense accounts, $77,044. Make a motion that the town board approve budget adjustment request number 31. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, first up, I have a resolution that I'd like to introduce and ask that it be entered into the record as though read, appointing a secretary to the zoning board of appeals, Mrs. Caitlin Gallagher, for an hourly rate of $18.75, subject to her meeting all the requirements of the town of Patterson employee handbook. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next, I have a discussion with the board about county electrical inspections. Currently, the county, on behalf of the town, is undertaking the electrical inspections. If somebody wants to have an electrical inspection for new construction or an addition or modifications to their home. Currently, they file a permit with the county. The county has retained contractors, and the contractors do the inspection on, behalf of the county and the town, and pass the electrical inspection back on to the town. The issue we have, and this goes back to 2021 when they sent the IMA over. There's a provision in the IMA which basically said that the county's contractor will be held harmless by the town of Patterson, our insurance. That this contractor that we didn't hire, that we provide no oversight for, that we receive no funding for, is to be covered by the town's insurance. And frankly, that's just not the way it works. Typically, if somebody's going to provide a service for the town, and I'll use the example of if we hire a contractor to do lawn mowing for the town of Patterson, we want to make sure that, he has proper insurance, that should anything go wrong, should, the lawnmower kick up a rock and do some damage, or somebody get hurt, that they have adequate insurance and that the town is not going to be sued. So we require the contractor to provide us with his certificate of general liability insurance, naming the town as additionally insured, so that we are covered. Similarly, the county is providing a service to the town using a third-party contractor. And somehow the county feels that because they're providing a service to the town, that the town should be indemnifying the county against any possible injury or damages. And that's just not the way it works. It's the craziest thing I've ever heard. I've tried valiantly since December 2021, as the town attorney has, to convince them otherwise. And Jamie, I'm going to throw this out to you right now to comment on, again, what I've just said, and whether I'm just not understanding how things really work, or why this is the way it is. But
yeah, so there's an IMA between the county and the town, and we've had similar IMAs where the county was providing a service, and there was mutual indemnification provisions. But this situation is different in that there's a third-party contractor involved that the town isn't in contract with at all. So the town isn't getting any coverage from that third-party contractor. They should be indemnifying the county, who's in contract with them. But the town, it's not, the work also isn't being done. It's not like they're coming to town hall to do the work, and the county is concerned about indemnification on town property. So the town really has no control over what happens, but is asked to be provided certificates of insurance, which is the issue we've run up against. And when we first brought this to the attention of the county, we were told that they'd already sent out all the contracts and they weren't interested in changing any of the provisions. So I think we're at kind of a standstill with them, because Rich, as he noted, has gone back a number of times to try to clarify what the issue is. And we're just being told, no, we need those certificates of insurance. The IMA does permit us to terminate at any time. So I think we're in a position where we need to consider whether or not we want to move forward with that IMA.
And that's why I'm bringing this up to the board. If you want me to go ahead with that IMA and provide the county with indemnification and our insurance, naming them additionally insured, I will certainly do that. If not, then I would like authorization from the board to send the county, basically telling them we are not providing the service. If they would like to go forward with that IMA, we would be happy to do so. And if not, then we will be undertaking electrical inspections on our own, which we certainly can do. It's a very easy process for me to set it up.
I agree. Let's
I
go
agree.
on our own.
I agree.
Okay.
It just doesn't make sense. It kind of flies in the face of everything that's standard. No, let's do it on our own.
All right, then that is the direction I will take. I will also inform you all that I did have a conversation today with our legislator, Shinny Nasarino, who will be looking into it as well to try to understand, because she didn't understand. I mean, she sat on the town board. She's been county legislator for many years. She knows how things work. And she couldn't figure it out either, so. All right. Next on my agenda has to do with the drainage easement the town owns on the Watchtower property. We, many years ago, did a pilot study on creating a stormwater drainage district. As part of that pilot study, we ended up putting a stormwater treatment practice on Watchtower's property to evaluate how it would function and, you know, what the cost would be. It hasn't been really functional and maintained in many years. Watchtower was doing that for us, but it is essentially reverted back to pasture. And at this point, there really is no need to keep that drainage easement there. Watchtower sent us over all the paperwork to terminate the agreement. Any comments or questions from the town board?
Oh,
Then I'd like to make a motion to authorize the supervisor to sign an agreement to terminate a grant of drainage easement on the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society property. So moved.
second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, and I will defer my executive session, which has to do with a personnel issue, to the end of the agenda.
Okay,
That is
so
it.
it's that time of year again. We have our snow removal bids, and I have two resolutions here. The first resolution is for the winter sidewalk maintenance for the town of Patterson. I'd like to make a motion to approve and enter into the record as though read this resolution that we accept the bid proposal submitted by Colonial Town Landscaping for the 2022-23 season in the amount of $21,500 for December 11th, 2022 through March 11th, 2023, and a fee of $1,675 per storm that if we need coverage before December 11th, when the contract starts, and after March 11th, 2023, when the contract ends. So moved.
second,
All in favor?
Right. The second resolution is also for snow removal, but this is for the sewer and water districts for the town of Patterson. So I'll make a motion that we enter this resolution into the record as though read. And once again, we wish to accept the bid proposal submitted by Colonial Town Landscaping for the 2022-23 season at a lump sum of $14,100 for the time of December 11th, 22 through March 11th, 23. And an additional fee of $1,175 per storm that occurs before December 11th, 2022 and after March 11th, 2023. So
second,
All in favor?
aye,
the next item is a waiver of the ZBA fees request. I have the request here. I do have a few questions to clarify. We have being asked for a waiver for an error that was made, I guess, on an approval. Or let me just get this right here. Requirement, it was zoning requirements were created for the cluster subdivision, and they apparently paid an application fee that they're asking to be refunded to them because they need to go for a variance now. So,
So by point of clarification, they actually did pay the fee, so we are looking to waive the fee and issue a refund if the board agrees to do this.
okay, I just had a couple of questions. Would they have had to go for the variance if the error was not made? So are they requesting?
So the issue is this, way back in the early 90s, prior to us having a town planner looking at things,
Mhm.
somehow a subdivision plan that was approved to have a minimum lot frontage of 60 feet created a lot that was only 50 feet with a lot frontage of 58 feet. So as a result, they do not meet the minimum lot frontage requirements for this lot.
Mhm.
But the subdivision was approved that way. For the life of me, it was just something that the consultants missed at that point. Now there's an individual who wishes to build that lot,
Mhm.
right? And he's buying a lot that, was approved by the town as part of the subdivision. He's not making any changes to it. And as such, he feels it's unfair that he should have to get a variance for something that was created by the town.
Okay.
Did I answer your question?
What is the fee? I'm just curious.
Well, it should
You're
be-
saying he's asking for a refund of a
Sure.
fee that was paid. I don't see the fee in that.
So it should be $175 plus mailings, whatever the mailing is. Can't tell you what that is. I don't know how many people are in it.
For the, for the variance,
For the variance.
to
for lot
notify
coverage.
to notify the neighbors.
Yes,
Okay, so if so it was subdivided, it was approved at what it is, and now they're saying he needs a variance now. But this is a lapse of time from back in the nineties
Mhm.
to now. It wasn't built on. When did they purchase the property? Back in the nineties, or somebody else purchased it?
so this is the second owner from the original subdivider.
Okay. So I don't know. I don't think that, unless I'm not understanding it, I would think that if anybody bought it, that they would need the variance walking into it, however it was divided out. They would still need the variance, whether or not the error was made.
Because it does not meet the lot frontage for that cluster subdivision, they would need a variance. The
Mhm.
question here is whether, we're going to require the applicant to pay for the variance that was a mistake caused by the town or not.
Mhm. Back in 1990.
Mid-90s, early
Mhm.
90s, yeah.
And in your research, Rich, you agree that the mistake was on the town's part, the oversight?
Yeah, so typically nowadays, we're going to, prior to, approving a plat, we're gonna ensure that all the zoning requirements are met.
Right.
Back then, the town engineer, in addition to looking at the engineering, was also responsible for ensuring those requirements were met, and town engineer missed it, planning board missed it.
Mhm,
I was a member of the planning board that, when this came through.
mhm.
Yes, I was.
So,
No getting away with my name being on the plat.
So-
Your honesty is so noted, and for $175, I think you should pay at least the mailing cost.
so I just, one other question. So say that when this was approved, 6 months later, they wanted to build on it and the error was found. Would they have had to pay the variance? The fee for the variance?
It is likely at that point with the original property owner, we would have made them pay for the variance.
Okay, so, I'm not sure, an error is an error moving forward. I don't see why, a fee should be waived when they would need it anyway, regardless of the error being made. So they were misinformed. Would they have not bought the property and built on it because of $175 variance fee?
That I can't say.
Well, I'm
We
just,
didn't, we didn't pose that to him. It wasn't
Right.
discovered till he went to pull a building permit, and then we realized that he didn't meet the frontage requirements.
mhm. And what about the other, that's the only property in that,
That's the only property in the
Has this-
subdivision. Yeah,
that had this issue?
yes.
It's just on the subdivision plat, was the frontage shown and it showed it as less than 60?
Yes, it was.
So to be clear, though, there might have been an oversight on the part of the town, but the developer or whoever owned the property at the time also should have realized that they put together a plat that didn't meet all the requirements.
As well as the design engineer, absolutely. And again, the question was,
Mhm.
the original subdivider, yes, the original subdivider, we would have get the variance and pay for it.
So I'm not making a motion. So,
Well, if you don't make a motion, I would assume you're not gonna vote for it, and if we do not vote, all three of us in unison tonight, then the motions will not pass. So,
Oh, we can just table this to next week.
well, we can table it,
Well, yeah.
or we could just,
So,
yeah, I mean, they've already submitted the fee. And they can pay the fee.
I mean, the request is coming from the
Owner,
design consultant,
I'm sorry, you're right, the design consultant.
who should have known.
Well, no, because that design consultant was not involved in the original approval of the subdivision.
Mhm.
They purchased what they thought was a legal building lot.
Only to find out that it's not, and that the records pertaining to this lot are in error because of an oversight on the then town.
Well, the lot is still buildable.
Well, they
They just
require
need a
variance.
variance.
Correct.
There's, people need variances for, different reasons. It doesn't mean that you don't have to build on it, but the process of getting the variance. So we still have to process the variance
Yes.
minus the fee. And they can still build. So the point is that I'm not saying that, it's anyone's fault.
Mhm.
It's, it was an oversight, it was an error made, but I don't think that because an error was made that, and they weren't planning on $175 variance fee, that the town should, this is like, I want to say maybe like not a, I don't want to use the wrong word, but just saying that we're paying for the error. Because 10 years ago, someone missed 5 feet.
2 feet.
2 feet. So,
Okay, let's move on.
yeah, okay.
All right,
Are we gonna bring this back or we're just gonna,
I don't have an answer for you at this time.
okay,
Just questions, did the zoning board have any input on that?
No, they haven't seen the application yet.
Okay, highway. Purchase of a new small dump truck. One of the trucks are, failing, old, needs to be replaced. So I'd like to make a motion to approve the purchase of a, sorry.
Last paragraph.
Yeah. Metro Ford for 69,000, and this will be replacing number 17, the Ford F-350 small dump. Make a motion to approve the purchase up to 69,000 for the purchase of a new small dump truck. So
second,
All in favor?
building department request here.
Bill Smith,
One more.
okay,
Okay, so this is a request for a application refund of an application that was processed to repair an existing retaining wall over 4 feet in height. Project engineer later determined that the alterations to the wall would bring it down far enough to meet the 4 feet threshold for which a permit would not be required. So I'd like to make a motion to give a full refund in the amount of $300 as a permit was not in fact required for this project to be refunded to the Miss Santalone. So moved.
okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Charles?
Okay, next up is town board meeting schedule laid out by our AA, Sue Brown. It shows all the meeting dates for next year. And also talks about doing the 2023 organizational meeting on Wednesday, December 28th this year. Um, I don't think we got covered, the month of November, like we always have, the stretching of the meeting time because of Thanksgiving. So, should I make a motion to approve this? All right, are you okay with this? The meeting schedule for
Yes,
next year?
I looked at it.
Okay,
Thank you.
so I'll make a motion that the town board approve the 2023 meeting schedule as presented to us this evening. So moved.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye. Next, we have holiday celebration, employee holiday celebration event. Before us, a recommendation to hold it on Friday, December 16th from 1 to 5 p.m. at the rec center. Employees are complimentary. Guests are $15. People need to respond by December 2nd. So we've done this in the past, except for last, well, not, I think we did it last year, but we didn't do it the 2 years prior because of COVID. It's a good event for the employees. So I will make a motion that the town board approve this holiday meeting and with the expense related to it not to exceed $1,500. So moved.
second,
All in favor?
aye,
Next, we have backboard request from Matt Direct and got several quotes in, and he's recommending that we approve Anthem Sports for 2 backboards in an amount not to exceed $1,636.75. So I'll make a motion that we do just that. So moved.
second,
All in favor?
Aye. Oh. Next, we have, we approve an order of soccer shirts with an amount not to exceed $850. And lo and behold, the bill came in $12.50 over. So we need to approve the additional expense of $12.50 as it relates to our previous approval. So I'll make a motion that the town board approve the additional expense of $12.50. So moved.
second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Other business. Are you down to other business?
Yeah.
All right, we are down to other business. Being as we have a member of our audience that is joining us tonight, I certainly would like to recognize her, Meg Carney, who did an absolutely phenomenal job today, serving 101 of our seniors on our Thanksgiving special senior lunch. And the food was just absolutely phenomenal, and everybody, I think, had a great time. And a special thanks to the library for providing the band also. So thank you all, you especially, Meg. It was wonderful. All right, other business. Anybody want to do the fire department member?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the following members to be added to the Patterson Fire Department Insurance Program effective immediately as they've met all of the requirements to be a member of the department. I'll make a motion to approve Hadassah Hernandez. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Remind me later, I'll answer your question on the member.
No.
All right, announcements. like to announce the holiday kickoff celebration at the Patterson Recreation Center, Tuesday, November 22nd, 6 p.m. 65 Front Street, covering in the holiday season with all of us here at the Patterson Rec Center as we make the rec center shine like never before. It's always a great time. Paul's ignoring me. He's still ignoring me.
I was paying attention to the movie, so
Rec Center really does a phenomenal job with the decorations and the celebration. I'm sure there's gonna be hot chocolate there, so it's always a good time. So I hope everybody's there.
Very nice last year.
Next.
Well, we have also at the Recreation Center, and I have two programs to talk about. One is the 2022-2023 Youth Basketball Program. It's going to run from late November, early December to March. Programs for pre-K through 12th grade. VIP program for children with special needs. All age groups are co-ed. Prices vary on age groups. Again, it's going to be at the Recreation Center. You can contact the rec center at, make sure I do this right. Patterson, nymyrec.com. And you'll find out the cost of each grouping. But it's a great program. You're with me, friend? Next program is Little Chefs Holiday Edition. Famous Little Chefs program for children 7 to 11 years old. It's a 5-week program. Gives your child the opportunity to learn, prepare, sample a variety of recipes, which for this session will all be holiday themed. Again, it's the dates, November 16th, 30th, December 7th, 14th, 21. Hour-and-a-half sessions, 6 p.m. to 7:30. This is a drop-off program, $105 for the first child, $10 siblings discount. Class is limited to 20 participants. Recipes may not be suitable for all children with food allergies. And again, you can sign up and get more information by contacting the rec center, Patterson, ny.myrec.com. So it's another great program. That one up. Yep. I'll mention one more thing. In addition to what Rich said before about what an outstanding senior program we had today at the rec center, and no doubt about it, Meg was fabulous. The meal was excellent. The table I was at, everybody was so complimentary. It was good. And I'm not taking away anything from Meg, and she knows this, but the entire, no, not the entire staff, but there was a group there that helped serve, clean up, etc. And including Matt, which was fun to watch him run around. Like that was, I was worth the price of admission, but the whole staff did a great job, and I just want to express that appreciation also. It's good in events like this to see a department, whatever department is hitting, this time happened to be the rec center people, work together and put this thing on from start to finish. And in addition, we had a volunteer, Bruce Major, and he was were also running around. So it,
Without Bruce, I'd be lost.
yeah, it,
That's the truth.
it was a very, very good day, a very good event. So thanks to everybody.
And the way Matt makes sure everything's decorated for the holidays.
Yes,
You
yes.
know,
Well,
it looks very
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
Agreed.
Huh?
I'm done.
You're done.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry, Mary.
No worries. Also, at the Patterson Rec Center, we have the Holiday Bazaar and Vendor Fair coming Saturday, November 26th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Patterson Rec Center. Vendors are wanted, $30 a space. You get a 10 by 10 space and you can sign up online. They have dozens of vendors from throughout the Hudson Valley, holiday gifts, crafts, decor, and more. Concession stand will be open all day with snacks, foods, and drinks for purchase. It's very nice. Go there, get some gifts for your family, some homemade things.
And all the compliments we were
Yeah.
given to Chef May. She's gonna be working that. Are you doing the little chefs?
I do.
And the little chefs? A woman of many talents.
Many talents. All right, with that, we'll open it up to public recognition. If any member of the public joining us tonight wishes to express any opinion, if you would approach the mic, give your name for the record, your address and your affiliation. Gonna jump right into it, are you?
Might as well jump right in.
Hi, I came here to introduce myself as the newest member of the Patterson Library Board. My name is Denise Okamola. I've worked for the town probably for the past 14 years, creating and implementing the kindergarten and the preschool programs at the rec center. I joined the library board, one, because my daughter actually happened to join it, and I realized that I wanted to make a difference. Also, I grew up in the town of Patterson, went to the library when it was over on South Street, and I have such fond memories of walking through the shelves and doing all the programs as I raised my family. I also brought my family, developed a love of reading and a love of the library within my family, as you can see that my daughter joined the board also. And I've enjoyed working with the library board on trying to keep the library relevant and, promoting programs that are beneficial to our community. We have two such programs that are coming up. On December 13th, we have the Merry Mingle Holiday Christmas Party, which will be on Tuesday, December 13th from 1 to 3. There will be games, music, refreshments. We also have a teen group of volunteers that will be also wrapping presents. It'll be free of charge for up to 7 presents. If anybody would like to come, we'd be happy to have anybody. And then as the new year comes in, we also have let me get this right, because I keep forgetting the name. It's Your Life, Make It Happen. It's a 2-part program in which we have a certified life coach that will come in on both Saturday, January 7th and Saturday, January 21st from 1 to 3. And the life coach is there to help the community patrons come out to achieve their goals in health, career, relationships, for a vibrant life. Any questions?
No,
Thank you.
but I'm thrilled to see you on the library board. I know that you will bring all the energy that you have brought to the town, to the library board, and certainly enhance it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You may.
My name's Scotty Kearney. I'm here tonight. I want to talk just briefly about the Heroes Banners program. We've been doing this now for, I guess, about ago we started doing it. The program is just running really, really well. We've had very few hiccups and so much positive feedback from the sponsors and from the general public that I think the program is just a huge success. Andy DiStefano from the Patterson American Legion, Jill Becker, and myself and my wife from the Putnam Lake VFW, my wife Meg Kearney. we run the program, but it would not be a success if it wasn't for Rich Williams, the town board, and Russell Goff from the highway department. You guys have made it a smooth job, a really easy job. And I just wanted to, on behalf of our committee, but also on behalf of the public in general, I think I want to say thank you. Great job.
Well, thank you. There's a wonderful program celebrating some of our heroes that live in our community. And I'm looking forward to Friday.
Yeah, by the way, you were all invited on Friday.
Oh, I didn't tell them that.
Sorry, yeah. In case Rich didn't pass it on, I'm sure he did. 11 o'clock ceremony at the monument in Putnam Lake. But also afterwards, we're going to be at the post most of the afternoon. We are celebrating and honoring two veterans, one from World War II and one from Korea. So any and all of you are invited to be there if you'd like. We're going to have a small meal, and I think there's also going to be a food truck, a taco truck in the parking lot, but I don't know about it. But anyway, please join us if you can.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anywhere that they have the pictures and the locations of the banners and where they are? I find myself like driving and looking up at them and taking my eyes off the road to look at them because they're so impressive. And I was wondering if there was like a file and it should be posted on a website to say.
So we had talked about that. I actually have copies of everything that is up there, but we had talked about going back to the people, the sponsors, and getting a bio of everybody that's up there. And, you know, we would create a web page and put that up there.
That would be
just-
awesome.
Just for that. I'm still waiting for the bios to start coming in. And
Yeah, I don't know how much, I personally have not reached out to any sponsors. I think Andy would. I'm sorry. Yeah, I personally have not reached out to any of the sponsors, but I think that's something that we should do. We now know we're gonna have, 5 months or 6 months where
Yeah.
between now and the time they go back up, because they're gonna be coming down very shortly. And as you said, Russell, you may have to take them down because of the storm coming, and that's fine. The goal was to have them up for Veterans Day, but if you can't make that goal, we can't meet it. We'd rather preserve them than see them get ruined. But now, and then they'll be going back up shortly before Memorial Day. So between now and then, hopefully we can do something like that. Because I agree, it would be a good thing if somebody wants to look at a personal, a banner of someone that they know, that they could see the general area where it is.
so I will throw this out to you because I know it's going to be a lot of work trying to reach back out to the sponsors. If you want to give me a list of the names and contact information for the sponsors, my office will take care of it.
I'll get that to you.
Great.
Yeah, I'll reach out to Andy. I'll get that from Andy, and I'll make sure you get it.
Okay, great.
Great,
Thank you.
thank you.
Anyone else?
George Disbrow, Tammany Hall. I had a question for Charlie. I actually have two. One, the meeting schedule for next year, will that be available online on the website?
Yeah.
Okay, second one. The next meeting, Wednesday, November 23rd, is that happening? You said something about Thanksgiving,
The next meeting's the 30th.
30th,
Yes,
after Thanksgiving.
yes.
Thank you.
Anyone else? If not, we will turn to our audience joining us by Zoom. If anybody joining us by Zoom has any questions, if you would unmute and state your name and address for the record. Ask your question. Motion to go into executive session.
Second.
All in favor?
Hi. Thank you.